Okay, so it's like that. We were at coins, then we had paintings, inscriptions, what all were written everywhere on the wall. We write, like these days we do naughtiness, right? There are some children, there are some boys, some young people, they do these inscriptions, which is not needed. But the actual inscriptions, if we go to Bodh Gaya, if we go to temples, we go to other old historical places, we go to Puri, we go to Konark, we go to Red Fort, we go to Rajasthan, we see all inscriptions on the wall. People write down. The Ashokan pillar has got inscriptions. Cheetah, you had explained about the Ashokan inscriptions to me in class 6, and you had done a very good job. So you know about inscription, so you all of you know about that. The writings on the walls, inscriptions people used to put in, like we do naughtiness, we write our naughtiness is, we are sitting somewhere, we write our name. You do it on your benches, school benches, right? You want to see what happens next year. So when after 5 6 years someone looks at that bench, okay, this was Ayush, okay, he used to study here, so he's written this, I am a fool. Isn't it what Ayush does? Okay, so it's like that, inscriptions, etc., to write about history of a country, we come to know. And what are oral sources? I said what people say, and how they said stories. People tell you stories, you ask your parents also, you ask your nani, you ask your grandfather, your nana, and all that. You ask them what used to do, how used to do around, how used to go around, how was lifestyle during that time. Okay, so it's just simply like that. Now, literary sources. A variety of literary sources are available to study from the period 700 to 1800 CE. Most of these manuscripts, books, and scrolls are available in archival records in museums and libraries in India and abroad. We Indians, we have a very huge, rich heritage of history. But the foreigners from abroad, they come to India to learn about our history. Even at the same time, they are studying in their country about Indian history. Why are they so inquisitive? Because India was very rich in literature, in architecture, in building. They were having everything in culture, in irrigation, in farming, in whatnot. We are still very rich, but we are not using it in the right way. So we had this heritage. India has a huge, rich heritage of history. What are these archival records? When we go to the museum, you should all travel to museums. It's your age, but if you really do get time, I don't know, in Patna you must be having, or in Bihar somewhere you must be having museums where you get to know. Take pictures, go onto the net, find out. So you have to learn. You will learn, you will gather information, and that is progress. And once you progress, that becomes perfection. Okay. Court chronicles. Court historians and poets often wrote history of the rulers of the ruling dynasties of the kingdoms in which they lived. Such textual records are called court chronicles. Minhaj us Siraj Tabaqat-i Nisari give us information about the Delhi Sultanate. Isami's Futu as Salatin deals with the period extending from the rise of the Ghaznavids to the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Ziauddin Barani's Tariq-i-Firozi Shahi tells us about Firoz Shah Tughlaq's reign. Abul Fazl's Ain-i-Akbari and Akbarnama are the most two important work dealing with Akbar's reign. They tell us this is very important. Ziauddin Barani's Tariq-i-Firoz Shahi tells us about Firoz Shah Tughlaq's reign, and Abdul Fazl Ain-i-Akbari. Ain-i-Akbari is a very sourceful court chronicles about Akbar. We get to know how Akbar used to rule the place, Delhi, and total of parts of North and India and other parts of India. He used to sit in one place and rule it. So it's a very huge information we gather how the ruling was done by Akbar. Another important contemporary work is Badauni's Muntakhab ut Tawarikh. The Padshah Nama of Alamgiranama covers Shah Jahan's and the early years of Aurangzeb's reign. So we get all the information about all those sultans and the Mughals who were there during that era. Okay, I'm coming back in the next video. Actually, I have to cut down to videos because the net is very down, so you have to bear with me. Okay guys.